everyone, I'm doing the Unpopular Opinions book tag today. I was tagged by Jo over at Jo Reads Books, and if you don't know who Jo is, she is my booktube BFF, so I'll link her down below and her video. The original tag was created by the book Archer. I will also link that one down below. Let's get on with the questions. Haven't done a tag in 5,000 years. I feel like I'm going to be killed by the end of this video because I do have some very unpopular opinions and I'm not going to apologise for them. A popular book or series that you didn't like. Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. I know that a lot of people are really big fans of this. I just didn't like how halfway through this first book, the plot for the next two books was revealed. And I also felt like not much happened in those other books to do with the big thing. A popular book or series that I love but everyone else seems to hate. This isn't a book, but I cop a lot of crap for liking this. Everyone always teases me, but I'm still obsessed with Charmed, the TV show, after all of these years. The power of three will set you free. Okay, a love triangle where the main character ended up with someone that I didn't want them to end up with, or an OTP that I didn't like. An OTP that I didn't like. I'm just gonna show you this book. City of Bones. And Cassandra Clare's made a lot of money because of it. Get it, girl? A popular book genre that I hardly reach for. I definitely feel like I read a lot of different stuff. I'm tending to kind of stick more to YA, but I am reading like contemporaries, I'm reading kind of like fantasies, paranormal, all that sort of stuff. So within the YA spectrum, I do read some adult stuff. Definitely think that there's nothing that I don't really reach for. I definitely think there's nothing that I don't reach for. Good England! A popular or beloved character that I did not like. I'm sorry, Cress. I will apologise for that one. I know that everyone loves her, and Thorn as well. Scarlet and Wolf, man. I don't know, like, prefer Wolf and Scarlet to Cress and Thorn. And Cress, I don't know, she was just very like young and naive. Obviously she's been living in a satellite and shit, but I just couldn't get into her. A popular author that you can't seem to get into. This one, this is gonna get me some thumbs down because John Green. The Kool-Aid didn't work on me. I read this book and I was like, if I'd have read this when I was a teenager, I would have been far more depressed than I actually was at the time. When I've suffered with depression and anxiety for most of my life, and if I had read this when I was a depressed 14-year-old, I know that a lot of people read it and they think that it's about, they interpret it as hope and that sort of stuff. I can't get into the things that he writes about. I'm not on board with John Green, so I'm not a fan of John Green. And a popular book trope that I am sick and tired of seeing. Okay, this one has to do with a lot of books. This has to do with The Mortal Instruments. This has to do with The Hunger Games. This has to do with Twilight, with so many books that I can't even begin to talk about, because it is when the girl has a guy best friend and he decides that he's in love with her, and he has been for the past 5 or 10, or since they met when they were 3 in kindergarten and shared pencils at a table, were colouring in Winnie the Pooh. I hate that. And it's always as soon as she gets a new love interest. If you've had that much time, tell her. What do you have to lose in life? Yeah, you probably will feel like, you know, complete crap. You may lose the friendship, but you're not going to be this like whiny, passive-aggressive piece of shit if she's got a new boyfriend and you didn't seize the opportunity to possibly be with her when you could have been. So lose that. I don't want to see that. It's just, oh, shit, son, like, hook in while you can. I'm starting a drinking game. Take a shot every time I swear because I'm an Australian and I'm trash. A popular series that I have no interest in reading. I'll read anything, really. I'll just give it a go. I probably should have said that about 50 Shades of Grey, that I won't read it, but I did. And, you know, now, because I read it, I can make informed complaints about it if you've read them, because then you can say what you didn't like because you know everything. The saying goes, the book is always better than the movie. But what movie or TV show adaptation do you prefer more than the book? I am going to say The Maze Runner by James Dashner. Now, I have admitted that I've only read maybe 20 pages of this book, but when I saw the movie with Dylan O'Brien, when it first was announced that Dylan O'Brien was going to be in the movie, I was pretty terrified because all people know him from is I'm obsessed with Teen Wolf. I feel so sorry for my Facebook friends because all I ever do is talk about Teen Wolf. I worried that Dylan O'Brien couldn't open a movie, but when The Maze Runner happened and people were like, holy guacamole, this guy can actually act. So that was great. And you know, the Scotch Files are coming out. I think they've changed a fair bit of the book. Like, one day I will eventually read it. But at the moment, I will just stick to the movies and being happy that Dylan O'Brien is getting a paycheck. That was the Unpopular Opinions book tag. I'm really sorry if I've offended you. I tried not to be too mean. I'm sorry. But I hope that you all have a really amazing weekend. Enjoy it if you are not working. I know that my husband is, the poor little love. I'm really sorry that I'm wearing a shirt, Connor. I love you. Alright guys, I hope they have a good weekend. Big kisses. Mwah! Bye!